Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on InstaMAT. And in this video we are going to see how to work with the element graph. It is something extremely interesting, extremely great if we want to create a PBR materials. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course InstaMAT is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn to perfectly master InstaMAT to create PBR materials. Second link on the description, the website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is like an online school with a summary of all the graphic courses available. So the first things to do, it is to start with this mod. So how to start with this mod? Concretely, you can go on this area, and when you go on file, you can create a new project. In the new project, you can see element graph. So the element graph is extremely interesting. You have two general modes. The first mode is to create a PBR material using layers, and the second mode is to create a PBR material using system of the element graph. So I will click on the element graph, create a project without a template, and here we'll be able to work with nodes to create PBR materials. So the first things to understand is to see how to start. You have different ways to start, but definitely I think a convenient way to start without to have something extremely difficult to understand. So the first thing that I'm going to do is when you go right click here, you can create a quick search, and in the quick search you can search a node. And while I will search, I will type material make. So here on this area, I can just type material make, and I will select the utility material make in this categorize. And I will place the material make here, and I will zoom little outside. You can zoom in and zoom out with a scroll wheel. On the left, you will have different type of information. So one more time, you can have the different information of InstaMAT. And on the right, depending on the node that you choose, you will have the properties. So thanks to the material make, you can find base color, emissive, normal, roughness, metalness, ambient occlusion, and height. And we can link this to other type of nodes. So for example, I will go right click here and I will search a node to define a base color. I will type, for example, patterns, and I will have a list of different patterns that I can use separate in different type of categories. So we can have a lot of patterns categorized. Here, for example, you can find this one. If I just continue, I have also different type of gradient. We can use slices. We can also add a different type of shapes. We have stripe here. So definitely we have a lot of possibility to add patterns. So I will select one of these, and what type of patterns I will select, I will just come back a little bit on this area, and something that I will use, it is this one. And I will double click and we place this one, and you can find the output feature here. So you can link the output directly to the material make. And you can see your material make preview in 3D mode, and you can go right click here, preview as 3D materials. And thanks to that, you can see we have a cube here, but you can change the display as well. Here, this is a cube. If you want to change that, you can click on the 3-dotted point. I'm going to show you after, because if you link this one to the base color, you can find your 3D view appearing on this area. When I click on this one, this node, I can go right click and I can also view the image output. And thanks to that, you can see the 2D preview on this area. So now what we will do, we will replace the cube by another preview. We can click on the 3-dotted point and we can load a mesh, and we have all this type of mesh accessible. What mesh we will use? We will use the sphere, so it means this one, and I can replace, for example, with this area. So now we have a base color. I can click on this node, and on this node I can work with the options. So for example, we have a color here, and if I want to change the color, I can change the color with, for example, this one, like the blue color. I can also change the background color, and I can create another one. Let's just select, for example, this orange color. After that, I have the patterns. You can define a count, so it means we have the X and the Y axis. So I can unlock the proportion, and if, for example, I want to tap 8, I can tap 8. If I want to reduce, I just want 6, I can tap 6. If here I want to have 8, I can tap 8. So we can adjust at our convenience. We can change also the wide, so here I can work with the wide, as you can see, on this direction or on this direction. We can also change with the 8. We can do a lot of type of thing with this different value. So after, if I want to apply a normal, for example, we have a normal here. I can go right click and I can search, and I will tap normal. And we have different type of normals, and what we can use directly here on the vectors A to normals. So vectors A to normals. And I can double click here, and I can link this one to the image and the normals to the normals. And thanks to that, we can add another type of information with details, as you can see on the direction, thanks to the A to normals. And I can continue. So we can have a lot of type of possibility. I can put also this one, for example, on the 8, and I can dragging and moving this one on the 8. Even if here it's not extremely convenient in this type of case, but we can do this as well if we need. If I want to remove this one, if I just continue, we have, for example, on this area the base color. So what I can do, I can go right click, I can tap blend, and with blend you can mix two nodes. So something that I will do, I will search blend. You have different type of blends, and I will use this one, and I will place this one on this area. We can mix with another one. What does it mean? It means that I can go right click and I can tap noise, and you have a lot of, in the noise categories, a lot of noise possibility. What I will use something like, for example, clothes. And I will define clothes here, and I can mix this node with this node. How to process? I can put this one on the backgrounds, put this one on the foreground, and then the blend link to the base color. And thanks to that, I can mix the two ones. The only problem is this one will replace a little bit the color depending on the mode that we choose. If I click on blend, I have the input. I can remove foreground, backgrounds, and here for the mode we can change. So if I select overlay, it will be different. This is a blend mode. You can apply multiply, you can apply add. So depending on what you choose, you can mix the clothes with another one. It can be soft light as well. If I select, for example, add, I will obtain this render, and I can use cloth features, and I can adjust the different parameters with, for example, the gamma value, but also the number, just like this, and this area. We can also have many type of options. So when you go right click, you can search anything that you want. If you want, for example, a color, you can tap a color, and you have different type of adjustment. If you want filters, you can tap filters. You will have a lot of type of filters that you can use, like sharpen, vignette, high pass, and more. If you want to add a contrast adjustment, you can use contrast, adjustment, brightness, and contrast. If, for example, I want to add a color to set the metallic value, I can apply solids, and with solids I can find solid color and solid color linear. It's almost the same, so I will place solid color here, and I will go right click, I will tap solid as well, and I will put solid color linear and place this one here. So after to do this type of work, I will link the solid color, so it means this one, directly to the rootness. And depending of the value, if I put white or black color on the solid colors, depending of the value, I will adjust the rootness. So for example, I can put more rootness or less rootness here. And if I define another solid color or solid color linear on the metalness, depending of if I choose the white or the black color, I can apply a metalness value as well on my directly on my models for my PBR materials. So this is how you can start. The last important point, because when you go on file here, If you select, for example, export image and data to output, as you can see, image data to output, the current project doesn't export any image. So what you can do, you can go here, material make, and you have the base color at the end, and you can search expose base color of grass output, just like this. And you need to expose all the different elements. Not everything, you can expose only where you have nodes connected. And every time you can just go, for example, the normal, expose normal graph output. You need to have the different graph output if you want to be able to export your work and to create a PBR materials. As I explained, when I say again, to create a PBR material, you need to add different information, and this different information linked together will allow you to create a PBR material. So here we can expose the different graph output at the end of the material make. And after to do this work, if I go on File here and I define export image and data output, now I have the base color, emissive, normal, roughness, metalnet, ambient occlusion 8, and if I export, I will have 7 files to compose these PBR materials. So this is how we can start with the graph node. There is multiple ways to process, but I think this one is one of the best to understand how you can start with the graph, this type of graph mode. We're going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channel. First link on the description, the complete course. InstaMAT is available, so if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models session of the course, what you'll be able to learn this training course. This is the different modes, and we will see also these modes with different nodes that explain, and different trainings session with PBR materials created with this mode also in the training course. Secondly, on the description, the website in link with these YouTube channels. You can discover software in these YouTube channels. And secondly, on the description, it is a summary of all the graphic courses available. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. For next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.